Okie dokie. Wait, hold on. I don't have my little bunny person. Come on, little bunny person. There we go. Gonna work? There we go. Yes, that's yelling. Do 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 do. All right. Good morning, Math. Good morning, Josuke. We have a pile of games to get through today. Quite a few. Specifically, we have 59 games to get through who are new, so seems like everybody wanted to release on Tuesday for some reason this week. And as far as going over my old predictions, we only have a few of these because some of these are red light games. Let's remove the red light games because we won't be looking at those today. Right. We only have 8 of those because this was a weirdly short day. I don't know why it was so low last time. Probably because it was not a Sunday. It was not a Tuesday. It was a Sunday, I think, that I started this on. So anyway, short list for looking at old games. But it's new games first. And I think I'm going to get started because this is probably going to take me like an hour and a half. So strap in, everybody. Also, I'm just a little update in terms of technology. I'm still trying to find a way of being able to get the follower count. There's a bunch of different ways that you can get things that Steam claims are the follower count, but they're all different numbers. It's very weird. It seems like the followers are related to, but not exactly the same as, a group that is made for every game. So it's very confusing. It's very confusing. I wish this was like, I wish they just had a REST API or something. It'd be really nice. Anyway, I'm gonna ask the SteamDB people how they do it. I think that'll probably be the best option. Anywho, we're gonna start with our first game, which is Abby's Playground, which is for sale for $2.59, and developed and published by AbbazCon. Do you want to roam in an open world, discover new things, find new weapons, kill monsters, and upgrade your character? Question mark. Okay, so we have this little robot person who is running around an environment. Let's see, AbbazCon, have you made other games before? No, this is somebody's first game, I think. This is I like the text in the capsule here, but the other choices are a bit weird. I don't know what we're looking at here. Is this the ground textures? I don't know. So, find various weapons. There's lots of different weapons. Huh. Okay, this is an early access game. Very, very short store page, and how many reviews did they get? They got 1 review, which was positive. Let's see what they're saying. We will never exceed your expectations. Interesting. I really don't think Google Translate is very good at translating Chinese. Over in Chartsland, this went up on February 1st, so not a lot of lead time. And picked up 6 followers. Oop, that's not what I want. Okay. I'm going to guess maybe 50 sales. Good job making a game, AbbazCon. I look forward to seeing what you do next. Moving on to Adventurous Calling. Adventurous Calling has acquired 2 positive reviews, 1 negative review, for a total of 3. It is a free-to-play game developed by Navin and published by Nav Labs. Adventurous Calling is a relaxing educational game that tests your geography skills by flying around the world in a house held up by balloons. So we have a sort of up reference here. Okay. Okay, and you're trying to find locations. That's kind of cool. Is there anything else to it? Nope, just that. The house is very cute. Okay, very short store page. I do not recommend. Ah, that's what the thumbs down usually means. Hi, Crow. How are you this morning? You play as that damn Chinese spy balloon. No. You can see some cars. Okay, I don't understand what Crow's on about. Next, we're going to check the charts. A couple of people have played this, and it also went up relatively recently, but this one in 31st of January. So, they picked up 13 followers. So that's just about the point where there's some interest. What am I going to guess? I'm going to guess 300 or 400 people pick this one up. So I'll split the difference. I'll say 350. It is a free-to-play game. Interesting idea, Nevin. I think that if you wanted to get it out to a wider audience, you might have to refine your visuals a little bit and to do some promotion, because it doesn't look like a lot. You gave yourself a lot of time to do promotion. Still, interesting idea. Moving on to Angel's Gear, which is our next game, which has picked up 20 positive reviews, 4 negative reviews, for a total of 24. It is on sale for $11.69, nice, down from $12.99. It is developed and published by Scumhead. It's like that game from Sebastian Laggy. I don't know who that one is, Matt. Angel Gear is a challenging, horror-flavored Metroidvania set in a world tainted by a mechanical disease. Well, this is my jam. Okay, so we're getting some backstory. Nice pixel art. Everything is very brown, but the actual pixel art itself is really cool. I'm gonna zoom in so we can all see. Look at these weird, freaky machine meat things. He's a famous YouTuber that does game dev tutorials. Oh, did he make one about like flying around a world, like or flying around Earth? Look at these characters; they're so cool. Okay. That is a wacky health UI. Towering boss fights. Okay. Well, this looks really cool. Unique combat system. Looks like they have the Dead Space stomp to get more ammo. That's cool. I love that mechanic in Dead Space, so I'm happy to see that going as showing up in other places. Short but sweet horror adventure through the depths of apocalyptic wasteland. So this is not a particularly long game. Then let's see what people are saying. Art style is great, but there is stuff to be optimized. Oh, okay. Scumhead has made other games. That's interesting. One person saying it feels unfinished. While short, the price is cheap. The art is detailed and the characters are surprisingly rather endearing. So it looks like it's 3 or 4 hours long. Oh, these are the people who made Vomitorium. I remember hearing about that one. Alright, cool. Wheel. Let's check their charts and see how they did. They've got some people playing it right now. They picked up a very healthy number of followers here. And looks like they did most of their advertising in the last 2 weeks, with the game going up on the 15th of December. Nope, 2022. So they gave themselves 60 days to acquire wish lists and stuff, which is like, clearly they have the chops. And the game is good, right? Followers per day 22. But I do feel like that was maybe not enough time. And the time that they did have, it looks like they spent most of it not telling people, right? They've done, they went from 200 and they went from like just over 1,000 wish lists to over 10,000 wish lists in 14 days. And I think that if they had been doing a smaller amount of promotion for a longer period of time, they probably would have done better. As it stands, though, I do think that they're going to do quite well. I will double check their previous game. I think Vomitorium did pretty good. Okay, so they released a game called Loplight last year. Wonder how this one went. Okay, it got 26. These are the Vomitorium devs, though. Right, so Vomitorium did very well. That's... What am I going to guess on this one? 22 is really healthy, so I think that these people will probably do fine. I'm going to guess 12,000 for this one. All right, moving on to our next game, which is called Anyone's There, which has picked up one positive review, and it's for sale for $4.49, down from $4.99, developed and published by Darkest Room. Anyone there? All right, we have a short-form horror capsule. Let's see if it's a short-form horror game. It looks like it. Anyone There, space question mark, odd choice, is a first-person horror game. You are investigating a school where a creature has been released. Scan the clues and find out his identity before he finds you. Okay, I wonder if this means that the gameplay is... Alright, gotta change up your trailer now. You are not in a position where you're looking for wish lists. You are looking for sales. This trailer really doesn't show much. Okay, it's spooky in the dark, and that's about it. Do we see a monster? No, we just turned around. Oh, there's the monster. Hello, monster. Okay. It's a cool monster design. Find out the truth. Your tablet is your only weapon. Okay, so this is a tablet game? Interesting. Be silent. Tag the places you have already been to avoid getting lost. Use your tablet to collect clues. Okay, so I was thinking that maybe this was going to be sort of like... the word that is in my head for this is pathologic, but I know that is a different game. It's the game where you're investigating ghosts with your buddies. In that game, you have to find out what kind of ghost it was, and that was what I was assuming here, because it was like, find out his identity before he finds you, right? I was thinking, oh, maybe they have a randomized monster that has different behaviors, and you have to figure out which one. Phasmophobia, that's the one. So yes, I thought maybe this was like a single-player Phasmophobia, where it was like a roguelike horror game, but it is not. It looks like it is just a one-time playthrough. Let's see, there was a positive review, right? Yes, and it is in Chinese. Google Translate. The gameplay is very interesting. Clues can be obtained through flat panel scanning. Okay, I think that means scanning with your tablet, but the whole process of finding clues and not supplementing the game plot is relatively light. Okay, so it does seem like it's very short. They only played for 45 minutes. Still, it looks pretty cool. Came out on the 17th of December, 12/17, 2023. No, not 23. There we go. We have 11 followers. It's pretty low. So, Darkest Room, have you made anything else? You made a game called Die O'Clock, which is a fantastic name, by the way, which picked up 12 reviews. That was about what I was going to guess for in terms of sales. I was going to guess about 300 or 400 for this one. Because it looks pretty good, and people do like short-form horror games. So yeah, I'm going to guess 400, and I'm going to wish Darkest Room the best of luck. Alright, moving on to our next game, which is called Army of Tentacles, Not a Cthulhu Dating Sim 2, which has picked up no reviews. It's for sale for $11.79, and was developed and published by Stegosaurus Game Development. The final game in the Army of Tentacles trilogy. Okay, do not let the math fool you. It's the third in the RPG VN series of cosmic weirdness and elder horror. Very weird choice of design here. Like, this is a... I like the dude, though. He seems to be having fun. Okay, so we do have an RPG system where... Are those Pokemon? They look like Pokemon. Huh. I think they're doing, like, Eldritch Pokemon. That's a funny idea. Critter combat. Utilize your fellow monsters to battle the humans in visceral, kind of, party-based combat. Okay, so this is like a Ren'Py visual novel with some RPG stuff and an Eldritch Horror theme. Have you actually made other ones, or is the joke that it's like the fourth one? Okay, they actually do have a Cthulhu dating simulator. Okay. Super Army of Tentacles. Yeah, okay, so this is a series. How did the last one do? How did Super Army of Tentacles 3 do? It got no reviews either. So, that's interesting. This is also a very old Steam ID, right? This is a 1 million Steam ID and an early one at that. Okay. So this did start getting worked on a while ago. October 20th, 2020. Ooh. It's picked up 54 followers in that time, which is a very low followers per day, and I don't know what I'm going to guess on this one. 200, 100, 100, 100, maybe? I don't know. This one is weird. Clearly, Stegosaurus game development have figured something out about how this game works, because they have been making lots of them. So, best of luck to them. And I'm going to move on to Bazooka Cat. First episode, which has picked up one positive review, is for sale for $5.84, down from $6.49, and was developed and published by Victory Craft Studio. Bazooka Cat is a platformer made with love, inspired by old school games from the 90s, with the use of new technologies and game logic. But what if you add something like tactics to the platformer? It's a good question. Alright, we have what it says on the tin. We have a cat with a bazooka, and a cute little hat. Okay, so we've got jumping and dashing. True hard platformer. Well, the platforming looks very slow. I haven't seen any enemies yet. Into the deep of secrets. Still no enemies. I mean, I like the fact that you do have a flashlight there. Still no enemies. Okay, you can talk to little robots. The pixel art's pretty cool. Huh. But this trailer is maybe not doing them any favors. If this is a game about a cat with a bazooka, why aren't we fighting enemies? It really... Okay, wait. This thing might be an enemy? I think that might be an enemy too. So maybe there are enemies. I don't know. Is a tactical platformer with elements of arcade games. Our cat has special features. He is a fluffy, plump cat. His movement speed is reduced. Okay, so they know that they made a very slow game. The bazooka is controlled classically. Shoots straight and at angles of 45 to 50 degrees. What? In the final boss battles, it is not the speed of the character that matters, not the speed of pressing buttons, not the flexibility of weapon control, and even your habit of passing action platformers will not help you. So, Math has just asked a question of, are you taking into account how recent are the game's followers when estimating sales? And the answer to that is mostly no. The creator of How to Market a Game, the Discord that I started this in, has recently done a study on at least one game that had a lot of very, very old followers, and it looks like old or new followers seem to have a mostly negligible effect on how valuable they are. They all convert at a rate of about 1 to 10. So if you have 10 wish lists from 3 years ago, you'll probably get one sale. And it's the same for if you have 10 wish lists from yesterday, you'll probably get one sale. The only kind of evidence that we have is that it seems like wish lists acquired from events may be slightly less valuable, just because people like click on a bunch of stuff in events and may not be evaluating as carefully. But yeah, for the most part, a wish list is a wish list, even if it's old. That's why the How to Market a Game people, yeah, it's not what I would have thought either, which is why it's interesting. And also why the idea that like you can put a game up on Steam and do 2 weeks of marketing and hit it really hard with the marketing, and then make as much money as you would have if you had put your game up 6 months ago and done a little bit of marketing over time. It seems like the most effective thing to do, at least in the way that the games industry is currently constructed, is get your Steam store page up really early, and start marketing as quickly as possible so that you have people interested in your game, and so that they will be seeing your game and thinking about your game for as long as possible. Which again, yeah, it's unintuitive. It's definitely not what I would have thought. I would have assumed that, like, you know, if I wishlisted something 2 years ago, would I buy it again? And the answer is probably, right? Like if Silksong comes out tomorrow, I'm buying that, and that's been a while, right? So yeah, we're gonna keep going with Bazooka Cat though. Let's see if they've got one review in, I think, Russian. This really is a platformer from the 90s. They like the cat. Okay. It might be, but I believe that when you sell a game to someone who has a wish list, you get notified. Like you can tell which one of your wish lists convert. So it is actually possible to go in and do the math and say, like, yeah, my game's release will be late. Yeah, mine too. Yeah. Okay, this one up on the 23rd of January. And they picked up 34 followers. So, like, I think Bazooka Cat here is an interesting case study, right? They put their game store page up on January 23rd, and they picked up 34 followers, right? Which got them what appears to be almost an exactly, like, average number of reviews on the first day, right? Generally, my experience is, for the most part, your followers directly convert into, or convert at about 80%, equal to your day one sales. And then usually you sell, if you get over like the 10 review hump, you end up selling more. But Bazooka Cat only gave them 21 days. They had a relatively healthy amount of interest, right? 1.62 is not, it's not Angel Gear here, but it's pretty good. But they only gave them 21 days. So if they had put the game up 6 months ago with a trailer and they had the same ratio, they would have gotten what? They would have 300 or 400 sales, so they would be over 10, and then that would get them into the Steam algorithm. As it stands, I don't know if they're going to do particularly well. I'm going to guess 200 on this one. I don't think it looks bad. I just, I think that they didn't give themselves enough time to market it. All right, I'm going to move on because I have so many to do. Best of luck, Victory Craft Studio. All right, the next game is Berry People. Berry People has picked up 15 positive reviews, no negative reviews, for a total of 15. It is for sale for $3.89. Developed by Kleingeld and Jasper Oprel, and published by the Sock Pop Collective. Oh, this is maybe the Sock Pop Collective for the game for this month. Sock Pop Collective are a Patreon-funded game development collective. Yeah, this is the Sock Pop game for this month. They do a lot of very cute games, often ones where you are dealing with, like, sentient food for some reason. It seems to be something they go back to a bunch. The forest is full of little berries that have come to life. Explore the forest and discover its secrets. Take pictures with your camera to fill out your photo album with all the berries you can find. Okay. This is giving me Pokemon Snap vibes, I guess? Alright, so you're walking around a little weirdly white forest and taking pictures of these cute little berry people doing cute stuff. I appreciate the old disposable camera. This is so strange. They do a lot of very weird stuff because they are funded by Patreon, so, and they build one game per month. So they have some very strange. Was commissioned by Sock Pop Collective. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I played for about an hour. Fun game with just to just relax a bit and listen to the forest sounds. Very good. Fun and relaxing. Why are the berries running? Okay, yeah, this looks adorable. All right. The math for Sock Pop is completely different because they are funded by Patreon, right? They put their game up on the 31st. 35 followers. What am I going to guess for this one? They've probably sold about 500. Yeah, I'm going to guess 1,500 for this one. Best of luck, Sock Pop Collective. Moving on to Blanc, which has 67 positive reviews and 29 negative reviews for a total of 96. It is for sale for $19.90 and developed by Casus Ludi and published by Gearbox. Oh, this is a Gearbox game. Okay, cool. Blanc is an artistic cooperative adventure that follows the journey of a wolf cub and a fawn stranded in a vast, snowy wilderness. They must come together in an unlikely partnership to find their families. Okay, very strong art style. This is giving me Mundus vibes. No, these are actually drawings. They're not 3D. Only the characters are 3D. It is very cute. And the characters are lovely. Huh. I wonder what the actual gameplay is, though. That's a Mundus-like thing. Cute. Okay. But what is the game? Is it a side-scroller? Who do we control? Are we the deer or the fox? Or the wolf? I mean, very, very cute. What is the game? Okay, let's see if this explains stuff. Could be 3D, could be 2D. Kind of hard to say. I mean, it's really cool looking. Like, this is a really cool style. Wait. Let's see if they've got stuff. Okay, they have lots of gifts. Look at that. Experience the poetic tale of a wolf cub and a fawn. Immerse yourself in stunningly beautiful black and white world of Blanc, completely hand-drawn on paper in 2D before coming to life in 3D. Very cool. Yes. Okay, so this is all 2D stuff. Text-free gameplay and storytelling. Unique strengths. Okay, well, this is maybe the first hint of like puzzle solving. So it does look like it's a 3D sort of puzzle solving thing where you might be controlling each of them independently. Cute game. Small that you play with your partner. Okay, so it's multiplayer. One of you plays the fawn, one of you plays the wolf. I keep saying fox because it's tiny. However, the riddles are really easy, and we finished the game within 2 hours. For this playtime, it is too expensive. Let's see. Do they mention short anywhere? Short? Nope. Okay, so here's the thing. If you don't mention short in your description, people will mention it in the reviews, and that's pretty much all they'll talk about. So this looks like it's maybe 2 to 3 hours long, which is like a perfectly fine length for games. I appreciate games that are that long, but on Steam you have to warn people because otherwise they will assume it is a 60-hour epic, right? This went up on June 29th last year. Picked up quite a healthy number of followers in that time. I think that's, yeah, 14 per day. Very, very respectable. And what am I going to guess for this one? What are the other negatives? Is it all just saying they're too short? Game has a lot of potential. Gameplay is really lacking. So it looks like the puzzles are more simple than people would like. And there may be some issues with Epic Games. Okay, cool. What am I going to guess on this one? It is mixed reviews, but I'm hoping that they can resolve most of the issues that people are having. But they can't resolve the fact that it's short. Probably already sold about 3,000. So, I'm going to guess 15,000 for this one. I hope they also put it on Switch. I think that would be a game that would be really, really good on Switch. All right, our next one is BrainAccelerator. BrainAccelerator has picked up no reviews. Is on sale for $16.99 and is developed and published by Asterius Incorporated Limited. The TPS game BrainAccelerator offers multiplayer bullet time action. That's interesting. Bullet times are very hard to do in multiplayer. Okay, what am I looking at? What are we looking at? That looks like an upgrade screen where maybe you're allocating resources to different parts of your magical, your like super suit? Unclear. What kind of enemies are we fighting? Just looked like you were shooting out walls there. Okay, there's little floaty robots. All right. Huh. Okay. Early access is a multiplayer TPS. Customize your inventory uniquely and strategize to win. When a threat approaches a player, all players on the map enter bullet time. That sounds like it would be very frustrating. Like if you're all the way across the map and someone else gets shot and then it goes into bullet time while you're just like walking around. I think you'd be in bullet time a lot. It says the alpha version is free to play, but there is no demo version here. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's see when this went up. Show me your charts. This went up a while ago, on April 8th of last year. Killing Floor vibes. I don't think I ever played Killing Floor. 17 followers. So, what am I going to guess for this one? I think I'm going to guess 120 for that one. Best of luck, Astros Inc. Moving on to Broombot Battlegrounds. Broombot Battlegrounds has picked up 4 positive reviews and 1 negative reviews. Oh, it has a bullet time mechanic exactly like that. Was it fun? Did that work? This game is for sale for $19.49 and is developed and published by the Cleanup Kings LLC. Broombot Battlegrounds. This is not what I anticipated. Battle to the death as adorable household cleaning robots. What? Okay. All right. Sorry, just losing my mind here. Hold on. Okay. Battle to the death is adorable household cleaning robots in this frantic physics-based arena combat game. Compete in 1 to 4 player cage matches with your friends or enemies to be the meanest clean machine of them all. I'm just going to replay that one. This is, in my opinion, one of the strongest trailer openings that I have seen in a while. I just got completely ganked. Ah, that's so funny. Okay. All right. I mean, the actual perspective of the game itself looks less hilarious than that, but man, that opening is just... it sent me. Okay. So your little Roombas, you go around and you pick up objects and you hit each other with them. That is hilarious. I like this little image there. Remote play together. Keyboard controls are functional for single player use only. Multiple controllers are required for multiplayer. Okay. It's like Gang Beast, but if you replace the beast with Roombas and the gang with knives. Alright, what's the negative review? Amazing 2D art and a cool concept, but the game feels underdeveloped. So they want online play, right? I often say that like sometimes the negative reviews are the most positive. It's like, I want to play this with my friends is a great thing to have as a negative review, right? It's still a negative review, but it's asking for more. So I think this one's cool. What happened here? When did okay, so right. They did the thing where they didn't tell anyone about it. Nuts. So, in only 17 days, they picked up 15 followers, which is not quite enough, I would say. Okay, so I genuinely think that they have a very funny game here, and I think it could be pretty cool. But I'm only going to estimate 400 because I don't think that they're going to maintain a player base. It's a party game, which means it's not quite as important to do that. But and they don't really have servers or anything, so maybe I'm estimating that incorrectly. I could be, but I'm still going to stick with 400. Best of luck, the Cleanup Kings. That's whoever you had make that trailer. They did an excellent job, especially in that first cut. That is just amazing. All right. So apparently, yes, the killing floor bullet time mechanic feels a little random. Yeah, I would think it would. All right. Moving on to Buggy. Buggy is a game that has garnered no reviews and is for sale for $9.44, down from $10.49. Developed by Gremlin Interactive and published by Pixel Games UK. Experience radio-controlled racing at its finest in this PS1 classic from 1998. Wow, this is a port from a PS1 game. Race across 16 different tracks, take on time attack trials and devious challenge maps, unlock new cars, and discover exciting power-ups as you compete to become the ultimate buggy champion. Okay. I mean, it looks like an okay kart racer. A little simple, maybe. Is this actually a port? Yes. Okay. Huh. Gremlin Interactive. Right, yes. Gremlin Interactive are the people who have been porting a bunch of games, right? Yes. Yes, they have been porting a bunch of games. Okay. I think. Anyways, I'm going to move on and check their charts. They had one player at some point, and it went up on the 23rd of January. Hockler picked up 18 followers. So, I'm going to guess that they're going to sell maybe 100 copies of this game. Best of luck, Gremlin. Moving on to Cat Girl Creator, which has picked up 3 positive reviews and 1 negative review for a total of 4. It is a free-to-play game developed by Sonia Fung and published by Cloud Novel LLC. Cat Girl Creator. Ever wanted to create your own cat girl? Now you can with official Cloud Novel Cat Girl Creator. Customize your cat girl or Neko-chan to create the cat girl of your dreams. Is this just a dress-up game? Okay, so this is just a dress-up toy. Yep, just a dress-up toy. Interesting to release one of these on Steam. I mean, it is for free, so that's cool. Very boring dress-up simulator. No DLC to get their clothes off. Crow is here, of course. Of course Crow would check out this game. Today is the day you play Cat Girl Creators. Okay. Well, I mean, normally I'm surprised to see this on Steam because you do see these kind of games show up on app stores a lot. And on websites. So, interesting. All right, went up 1st of February. $13 followers. It is free. I'm going to guess 400 people check this one out. Nice job, Sonia. Moving on to our next game, which is called Clear the Space, which has picked up no reviews. It is on sale for $1.09, down from $1.29, and it is developed and published by Not Game Yet. Deal with a semi-intelligent cloud of asteroids, which don't let your starship through. You have 7 ultra-hard projectiles and the ability to collect what remains after each destroyed asteroid. And Degenti soundtrack will set the vibe just right. I assume Degenti is... It does have rocking music. Okay, so this is a Breakout style game? Yeah, this is Breakout. It looks like a pretty cool version of Breakout, though. Huh. Okay. Let's check their charts. Okay, so they got one follower that on February 1st. Interesting. I mean, it's just Breakout, so... And I don't think that this capsule is helping them. I get what they were going for there, but that is almost illegible. And it also doesn't tell us what kind of game it is. I mean, it kind of does, but you kind of have to know what the game already is before you see it. Huh. Interesting. Not game yet. Have you made anything else? No, this is your first game. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing what you do next, but I think I'm going to guess that probably only 50 people or so will play your game. All right. Moving on to our next game, which has me very interested. It's called Corgi Cove. It also picked up no reviews and is on sale for $6.39, down from $7.99. Developed and published by Recall Software. Corgi Cove. Follow the adventure of Gizmo, a super smart puzzle-solving corgi. Okay, this is a... Wow, we're going all over the place. Okay, so we have a first-person mode where we are a little... Okay, so this is a corgi-based Sokoban game where we play as multiple little corgis? Forced to solve synchronous puzzles. Okay, so maybe we're the same corgi, like, replicated a whole bunch of times? Huh. Okay, let's check their charts. One person appears to have played this, and it went up on October 1st, 2022. Picked up 9 followers, and I'm going to guess... I think I'm going to also say probably 50 people will check this one out. Succubine games are a really hard sell on Steam these days. Still, very cute corgi. Interesting game idea, Recall Software. Moving on to our next game called Dawngrown, which has a very, very old Steam ID. And it picked up 2 positive reviews, 1 negative review for a total of 3. On sale for $7.79, developed by Hujimuji and published by the same. It is very harsh, and I do think that they had a really cool looking... I don't think so, though. No, I don't think that... I think that the fact that it's a Sokoban game, it means that it is probably not going to... It's probably not going to go anywhere. So I have not seen a Sokoban game do particularly well recently without some kind of really, really strong gimmick or a really unusual take on it. And even the ones that do have those, they don't do big numbers. It's a pity because they are cool games, but yeah, I don't know about that one. I will be interested to see what happens when it comes back around in a month. In this case, we're looking at Dawngrown, which is a short adventure about healing people's inner worlds from corruption and confront emotions. Okay. We have a cute little frog person who is like, oh, you're spraying goop, growing goop. Huh. And hydrating the lands. Huh. Okay. Meet charming characters. I like to build stuff. Even as a ghost. Okay, this looks very cute. Clean the corruption. It looks like they have some cool little mechanics here. Okay. Short and cute. Okay, completed in about an hour and a half. Yugi's debut game on Steam was a good one. Dawngrown feels like a couple of interesting ideas thrown together in a very short span of time without much deliberation. The game looks nice. The pixel art is competently crafted. It's really nice pixel art. Honestly, it's very, very cool. Well, interesting game idea. All right. Gonna check what their charts look like. Okay, so this went up on June 6th, 2020. So that was some time ago. It looks like they had a couple of good festivals. I wonder what happened here. And then they had a long period where they did no promotion or anything. Okay. Did not pick up many followers. What am I gonna guess for this one? They have over 1,000 listeners. They've gotten 3 already. 3 I'm gonna guess 600 for this one, I think. Yes, that's gonna be my guess, I think. Interesting game, huge emoji. Excuse me for the coughing. It's very dusty. 4713. Our next game is Deluge, Sermon for the Dead, which has also got 2 positive reviews, 1 negative review for a total of 3. It is a free-to-play game developed by Leaves and published by Soka. Deluge. In the streets of Abbotsford, a girl daydreams of cataclysmic floods descend into the depths of her tempestuous sorrow. An interactive visual novel with psychological and Lovecraftian undertones, not overtones. Huh. Okay. Well, the characters all look very cute. The backgrounds are nice. This is an ominous-looking chapel. It is an early access to game. Not complete. Out in early access. Spring has come to Avatar. 4 different character routes planned for release, so they don't have them all finished. I'm trying to see whether or not they are planning on charging for this once it is out of early access. Does not look like it. Annoying Crow being gross. I like that despite being a sequel or another installment in a franchise, it doesn't feel necessary to have played the one before this. Oh, okay, so they have done something else before this. They did. Alright, so they released one last year in July, and it was not... They never charged for it. So someone is doing it for the love of the game, apparently. Very cool. November 11th. This one went up. Picked up 62 followers. I'm going to check out what their previous one looked like in terms of response. Ooh, very positive, 139. So people are liking these. Interesting. I think I've heard of this one. Or at least I've heard of something else that used the word Threnody, which is an unusual word. For release, they had 484 followers. And this one, they only had 62. But let's check how long they had. Right. So their last one probably had about 3,000 at launch. Or wait. Yeah, they're probably between 3,000 and 4,000. I don't think they're going to do as well because this is a sequel, and sequels are harder to sell than the first game. I'm going to guess 2,500 for this one. Very cool idea, Leaves, and I hope it's working out for you. Moving on to Destroy Simulator VR, which has picked up 1 negative review for a total of 1, and is on sale for $5.49, down from $6.10. Developed and published by Rusumitsu Games. Destroy Simulator VR. Destroy houses and relieve stress. Now in VR! ! It is also possible to compete with everyone in the Score Challenge. Alright! So this is like a Voronoi destruction simulator. Alright. Man, the roof of that house just exploded. Experienced on the MetaQuest 2. I pretty much experienced all the game has to offer in under an hour. This is basically a destruction game. Yes. Alright. Again, if your game is small, you have to tell people. Otherwise, that's all they will do. They will just complain about it being small. And let's check their charts. February 1st. And they picked up 4 followers. So, I don't think this one is going to do particularly well. Yeah, I'm going to guess 50 for this one. Alright. Moving on to our next game. For Dream Fight Will, which has picked up 3 positive reviews for a total of 3. And is on sale for $7.89, down from $10.49. It is developed and published by something 002. Dream Fight Will. This is an exciting and interesting action-adventure game. You can control monsters to fight. The person includes single-player adventure, single-person roguelike, or a 2-person duel, 5-person team adventure. Wow, 5v5 camp battle, and a 20-person chaos fight. So they have a bunch of different types of fighting game. I'm going to zoom in so we can better see what's going on. We have a little robot person. Huh. I wonder if this is a port. I mean, the art looks pretty good. Alright, this is an early access game. Interesting action-adventure game. You control monsters to fight. The game is an overlooking angle battle. Okay, so they mean that's a top-down game. Okay, cool. Huh. Interesting. 1 positive review. Let's see if we've got other positive reviews. Is this also just going to be interesting? If it's also interesting, I will giggle. No one is playing. Right. Yeah, so that's a problem. Let's check your charts and see what's going on. Alright, this went up on the 8th of September. Giving them a decent amount of lead time. But they only picked up 68 followers. So, this is an interesting one, right? Like, we have some good art, interesting looking characters, but I understand people not being particularly hyped for this. I'm trying to figure out why. Yeah, I'm not understanding my own response to this one. I think the capsule is too busy. Like, it doesn't give us, it doesn't really show us much of anything. Like, there's too many characters here. But that's not a good explanation, is it? The combat feels a little floaty, maybe, but I don't know. They didn't get a particularly strong response to this one. There are 3 positive reviews, but because it's a multiplayer game, if they don't have people playing it, people are not going to play it. The title is weird. Yeah, I agree. I think this might be a translation problem, because they're clearly, I think, a Chinese studio. Right? The initial title is in Chinese, Dream Battle Will. So, yeah, it looks like this might have been a mechanically translated title for the English release on Steam. Well, they've probably sold about 100 copies already. I'm going to guess they're going to sell 3 times as many, but for any game that has multiplayer, you have to have a big enough launch to get and sustain a multiplayer community, because otherwise people will not actually be able to play the game that they bought. Moving on to our next game, which is Drift City Underground, which has picked up no reviews, is for sale for $3.89, and was developed and published by Heart State Games. Drift Underground is a car drifting game with 8 initial cars that can be unlocked in the early access. In an open world... Okay. Oh, okay. So that's what they're saying. Drift Car City Underground is a car drifting game with 8 initial cars that can be unlocked in the early access version. So I think they're trying to say, like, we're going to have more cars. We have 8 for early access. I think that's what they're saying. Brilliant mechanics will make this game enjoyable, and stunning graphics will settle for an AAA indie game. We're only at letter G. It's going to be a long day. You are correct. And we're actually going to take a break and go and look at the games from January in a minute, because this is going to take a while. Okay. So we have a car game, and you're just drifting around. It doesn't look like this is a game that has races. Do we have a race? No, like we can change the car configuration a bit. But it seems like a score attack game, maybe? Like there's no races. It's just like getting points for drifting. Huh. Okay, it's an early access, and there's no reviews. I think this game is suffering from that comprehensibility gap problem that I talk about all the time, where you look at the game and you go, okay, neat, but what is the game? Like, their cars look fine. Like, the maps look pretty cool. It's just like, what are we doing in there? I'm going to guess 30 for this one. Again, not because it looks bad, but just because, what is it? And that's a question your store page and your trailer, they have to answer. They have to explain, what is this game and why do I want to play it? It's a badass capsule, though. I like the capsule. I guess it's because a lot of games plan to release on Valentine's Day. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. That does explain why there is an unusually high number of games coming out today. Okay. Yeah. All right. We got 6. How many games in total do we have? We have a lot. I guess when I get to 30, I'm going to go back and do the games from January, just so that I'm not doing them right at the end when I'm really tired. All right. Our next game is Duck, Dangerous Ultimate Cartridge Kidnapper. What? It has 26 positive reviews and no negative reviews. Extremely nice ratio there, by the way. On sale for $13.94, down from $15.49. Developed by Duck Team and published by Take Aim Games. Okay, we've got a developer playthrough, playing with mice. Interesting. A group of ducklings finds a mysterious 101 cartridge and are now forced to play all the games to escape the insidious cartridge spirit. 100 microgames, fun and interesting difficulty. What more do you need for an interesting adventure? It's a good question. Okay, so we're playing like... Okay. Okay, so they're definitely going for the idea that you're playing like a Nintendo-like console. And this is WarioWare kind of game. Interesting idea. I like the little characters. They're very cute. I wonder how much of the meta story exists. Like how much of like being the duckling in this case matters, or whether or not it's just the microgames. Warm atmosphere of childhood. Help 5 ducklings. Help. Okay. In story mode, the ducklings will definitely get through all 100 games with your help. 5 ducklings are 5 main chapters. Okay, so you play as each duckling in sequence. Alright, that's kind of cute. Guys, this is a treasure trove of minigames. There are lots of arcades, fun, and memes. Elegant execution of game situations. A bit of a weird review there. Cool dive into nostalgia, lots of different minigames. Played for 3 hours. Wow, what amazing throwback to childhood. Okay, yeah, so this is a game treading heavily on nostalgia. Cool idea. There's someone in the How to Market a Game Discord server who has been asking about like, hey, what do I do with my micro game? And I think throwing this kind of veneer over it is a good idea. Also, putting like Duck Girl Lara Croft on the cover, that probably doesn't hurt. Bunch of people are playing this. Wow. 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 That is a spike. Okay. December 10th. I know I say like, wow, like this person didn't tell anyone about their game, but I feel like these people for reals did not tell anyone about their game until January 26th. And then they told people about their game and everyone was like, wow, this is awesome. They went from 19 followers to 465 followers in 2 weeks. So while this number doesn't look great, like it looks okay, 7.15, not bad, the actual number for this is way higher because they told people about it 2 weeks ago. So this is really like 465 followers in 2 weeks, in 14 days. So yeah, I think this game is going to do quite well. I would be unsurprised to come back and even though the numbers here don't necessarily say this is going to do well, this one, the fact that it has this wild acceleration curve, means I'm going to guess this is going to go pretty well. I'm going to guess 15,000. That might be too much, but I think they're going to do pretty good. Well done, Team Duck. Moving on to our next game, which is just called FFF, which has picked up 5 positive reviews and is on sale for $7.64, down from $8.99, developed and published by Polyperfect. FFF is a funny game about friendship, family, and fun. You are a newly elected space emperor, and your goal is to make everyone your friend. Oh no. Wait. Hold on. This looks cool. Even if they don't want to be, you travel through the vast expanse of space, spreading your kindness to anyone. The visual design here. Okay, so the capsule image here, if you look close enough to figure out what's going on, that this is actually a character, it's a cool image, but I don't know if people are going to do it because it's not immediately easy to read this character as a person. But the actual designs for these characters are great, right? If you zoom in and look at them. This is, I think, riffing on like the Katamari Damacy, like sheer madness look in terms of their character designs. Oh no, so what are we doing? Your heart is full of unwashed socks. What are we doing? Generate more friends. Oh, okay, so this is a combining game, I think. We saw one of these last week where you like merge different types of characters together, but with a bizarre interplanetary dictator theme. I mean, I'm on board. Antimatter gel, miracle juice. Okay, this is very cute. What are people saying? Visually very interesting game. I like the humor. Press F to pay respects and make new friends. Gameplay mechanics are easy to understand. Okay. Interesting. All right, went up on the 10th. I was just looking at this. Yes, 10th. Okay, 10th of September. And picked up 27 followers. Okay. What am I going to guess for this one? I'm going to guess 500 for this one. I think. Maybe a bit high. Yeah, probably a bit high. I'm going to guess 400 for this one. Okay. Moving on to our next game, which is called Fumpers. Fumpers has picked up no reviews, is on sale for $2.33, down from $2.59. Developed and published by Kurtsoft. Fumpers, ? Your goal is to complete the track by jumping. Let's see how quick you can be at doing this. I like the little protagonist character. They're very cute. The devil wants you to be defeated. Oh no. I don't want to get defeated by the devil. Odd choice to not only have one jump in your game about jumping. Also, kind of weird to like frame this as like an allegory for purgatory. Is the rest of the game just this one level? Okay, so this appears to be just this one level, which is a series of jumping puzzles. Fumpers? ? Why the question mark? The game tries to annoy you with annoying traps and the sound of the devil's laughter every time you die. Okay. No registration system, which I think they mean is no save system. Try not to die. So this is a rage game. All right, that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't look like a rage game. It looks too cute for that, but that seems to be what they're saying it is. Store page went up on the 1st of February. Picked up 11 followers. And no reviews. What am I going to guess for this one? 300 maybe? Maybe too high. I don't know. It looks good. But the capsule's a bit weird. Huh. 200. All right. I remind everybody that these are just my guesses. We're going to see that I am extremely wrong a lot in a few minutes. All right, moving on to our next game, which is Gemscape. Gemscape is for sale for $35.99, down from $39.99. Developed and published by Ihanbiol. Gemscape, ultimate puzzle game with unique gameplay and endless fun. On this fun journey, you will solve exciting puzzles, receive coins for unlocking new levels, use boosters to continue your saga, and become the last hope to save the Flying Islands and their magical inhabitants. 2 games in a row with Flying Islands, that's a bit weird. Okay, so we have a swapping match 3 game. It's not really unique gameplay there. Okay. And they have renamed this game. This game was Spirits of Latveria, or Levitera, and it is now Gemscape. Word of Match 3 fun, all new free game. It's not free. You're selling this for $35. This store page is nuts. Okay. Went up on the 30th of January. And here it's called Spirits of Levitera. So they must have just renamed it to Gemscape for some reason. 5 maybe? Like it looks fine, but it's really just a... This is the kind of game that I would expect to be a free-to-play game with like purchasable energy. Do you make a bunch of these games? Nope, this is Ihanbiol's only game. I'm very confused. I don't understand that one at all. Best of luck, I guess? Alright, next game. To I Will Be There, called I Will Be There, which also has no reviews, is on sale for $11.69. Now it's down from $12.99. developed and published by Typhon Tuna. Typhon Tuna. I will be there. No trip is alike! Exclamation mark. I will be there is the love story of a lonely man with an RV in a zombie-infested world. It is a unique survival adventure game with visual novel aesthetics and role-playing elements. Wow. Wow. Okay. Like the aesthetic on this one is very strong, but very strange. Okay, so it's a stat-based visual novel, I guess. Maybe it's not a visual novel? It could be randomized. I wonder if this is a story-led game. It's bananas that there's like walking around sections though. And also that combat at the beginning. Okay. They have a demo, that's always nice. Tyler is a middle-aged man who longs to reach his loved one in a zombie-infested world. Good news, he has an RV, and bad news, he has to go more than 2,000 miles. Huh. Okay. I mean, this one looks interesting. Like, clearly, a lot of effort went into this one. That's what I'm guessing. I think this is somebody's darling. Typhon Tuna, have you made other games? You have! Wow, okay. I was not expecting this. I was expecting this to be... Wait, why is there so many here? What? Okay. They do have other games. Similar kind of idea. Turn-based combat. Huh. Huh. Okay, that came out in 2022. I have to recalibrate. Alright, let's check their charts. Their game went up on January 10th, 2021. So they put this game up before their previous game came out. Am I correct in reading it that way? So their last game was Epics of Distance Realm Remastered. Or no, Holy Return. Okay, so this one went up on the 20... Yeah, so this game has been under development for a while, but they were working on other games as well. Picked up 66 followers in that time. Their last game did eventually get to about 3,000 sales. I have to check the charts on this one because I feel like I'm missing something here. So they only had 85 followers or so, or 80 followers when they released. Same kind of thing. Huh. They ended up selling about 3,000 copies. I don't know. I'm going to guess... Man, I have no idea on this one. Shot in the Dark, 1,500 copies. I don't know if they're going to sell as many. They have fewer followers on launch. They have not sold any copies yet. Probably... I don't know. Maybe the people who are buying this game just haven't found it yet? I don't know. Alright. Yeah, I'm almost certainly wrong on that one. Alright, in some way, I don't know. Ikki Unite is our next game, which has 34 positive reviews, but 47 negative reviews. Oh no, what's gone wrong? For a total of 81. It is for sale for $9.29, down from $15.49, developed and published by Sunsoft. What has happened here? Ikki Unite. With up to 16 players, this roguelike action, but united, you can't riot with just one or two people. The legendary bad game that once had people scoffing is back. This time, it's time to unite. This is roguelike action, but united. Those certainly were a lot of words, but I don't quite know what they mean. So this looks like a horde survival game. I have no idea what's happening on the left. This is completely baffling. Actually, just in general, I don't really know what's going on here. I am very confused. But it's definitely a horde survival game, I think. Is this a multiplayer horde survival game? Are these different players? Could be. Huh. You can't write with just 1 or 2 people. The legendary bad game. Okay, it is online co-op. Bunch of different characters, apparently. Game is a lot of fun with friends, but it can be very hard. Negative review. Multiplayer is a selling point, but lags. Freezes and makes the game impossible to play. So most of this is in Chinese. Let me unite. Game seems to be server-based rather than peer-to-peer. From Midwestern US, my group has been experiencing 300 and 400 ms of ping. Huh. Okay, it seems like they're having network problems. That's vaguely what I'm getting is the reason why they have so many negative reviews. Still, lots of people are playing it. They picked up 898 followers in the time since August 17th last year. So not terrible. They've probably already sold 3,000 or 4,000 copies of this. Yeah, so I'm going to guess 6,000 copies. Best of luck, Sunsoft. Moving on to our next game, which is called Scrapz Collection, which has no reviews and is for sale for $17.49. Developed and published by Nyotle Empire, or Nyotle Empire. Try how to pronounce that one. A collection of old Game Jam projects revamped, remastered, and rebooted for commercial and more playable value. More than a handful of games to play. Okay, so this looks like someone packaged up a bunch of their Game Jam games and is selling them. I'm not sure how well that's going to go. It's in early access. Oh, okay, they were already selling all of these games. This is just sort of... This is a package? No. Okay, this is a separate game, but it has a bunch of other games. Maybe? Huh. Okay. Oh, they released all of these games today as well. Or no, they're DLC. Wow, okay. Wow. So you have to buy this game and then buy the DLC for them that are the other games. Interesting model. I don't think it's worked out, though. So this went up on November 6th. Nope. Wrong year. And they picked up 6 followers. It's kind of unclear what you're doing. Like, it is a shooter. I don't know. I'm gonna guess 40 for this one. I'm really interested in coming back and seeing what happens with this one. Interesting choices, the Outland Empire. Best of luck. Moving on to the next one, which is called Labyrinth of Galleria, the Moon Society, which has picked up 32 positive reviews, 1 negative review for a total of 33. It is for sale for $64.99, developed by Nippon Ichi Softwork and NAS America. So I think this is probably a visual novel. May not contain appropriate for all ages. I'm going to open this on another page. Nope, no nudity. So it looks like we're good. On the outskirts of town lies a mansion said to house the entrance to a maze overflowing with treasure. Do you wish to discover the magical mysteries hidden inside? Oh, there is some sexy time stuff in here. I'm kind of uncomfortable reviewing this one. They have a lot of trailers. Huh. Interesting art style. That is a strong capsule image. A lot of reviews. Good DRPGs. What's a DRPG? Give this one a shot. People are liking it a lot. NAS America sent us a review. I have a lot of fun, the roguelike kind. Okay. So it seems like it's a sequel. It's Labyrinth of Refrain with a different story. So people are playing this and then going back and playing more. I don't know. I think they're going to do well. I do not know why this didn't end up in my red light games, though. Let's check their charts. 400 people playing it right now, so it's doing quite well. Picked up about 3,000 followers. Seems to have made sense. Store page went up on June 17th. Healthy followers per day. So this is part of a series. It has a bunch of followers. It's already sold about 1,000. And it's almost entirely positive. So I think this game is going to do quite well. I'm going to guess 16,000? I was going to put 20, but the fact that it only has 3,000 followers made me hesitate. I'll leave 16,000 followers with the acknowledgement that I could be wildly incorrect on this one. Uncertainty. It's omnipresent in this activity. All right, our next game is Lich Clicker, which is 2 positive and 1 negative review for a total of 3. It is for sale for $1.01, down from $1.19. Developed by Knothorn Studio and Raphael Weiser, and published by Knothorn Studio. Lich Clicker. That's a hard one to say. Lich Clicker. Collect souls, choose your path, find true love, or doom the world. The choice is yours in this simple clicker game with a branching storyline. Can you find all 5 fully voiced endings? Huh. Interesting choice. So, okay, I'm guessing this is like an idle clicker game. Small game you can complete quite quickly for 50 cents is totally worth it. Okay, kind of cool. I do like the drawings, they're very cute. Nobody's currently playing it, but a couple of people played it yesterday, and it went up on October 29th. $10 followers. What am I going to guess for this one? 200, I think. It's only $1, so 250? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to take a few seconds break, because I've been at this for an hour and a half, and I'm only halfway done, or so. And then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to do the games for January, and then we'll continue with these ones after we're done with that. So I'll be back in a few seconds. I need a I'll be back in a second OBS frame. Hold on. Yes, but just for the moment, I'm just going to mute myself so you don't hear me slurping up my water. Okie dokie. And I'm back. Okay. Let's just double check really quick how many more games we have left. We have 31 left. That's quite a few. I do enjoy everybody's enthusiasm on this, though. No huge games, though. That is kind of interesting, because it was Valentine's Day. Huh. Okay. Well, now, let's reorganize this a bit, shall we? So, I'm going to move this over. I've never done this one before. So these are the games that we looked at for the 14th of February. Come on, there we go. No, the 14th of January. And so we're going to go back through them, and we're going to look at, very briefly at the store page, and then we're also going to look at my estimates and how wrong I was, because I was wrong for most of them, or extremely wrong for one of them, which is kind of interesting. So I'm going to move this here like this, so we can have the store page and this up at the same time. Okay. So our first game is a Backrooms game, and I estimated that they would get 50 sales. This was the first Backrooms game we looked at, and it was also, I think, the first game that we looked at. And it was basically a wander around the Backrooms game and get chased by a monster game. I estimated that they would sell 50 copies based on the fact that at the time they had no reviews. And they have since got 2 reviews, but both are negative. So on the low end of probable scales, based off of 2 reviews, they have sold 60 copies, which means that I underestimated by 20%. And on the higher scale, they've sold 120 copies, and I have underestimated by 140%. So they did manage to pick up 2 reviews, but both are negative. All right. Certainly not my worst prediction, but you can see none of my predictions are remotely accurate, especially this one for Kill Bill. But we'll get to that one next later. All right, our next game is Demon Invasion Endless, which was a tower defense game. Oh, right, yeah, this one. This was sort of a mobile tower defense game. They had 1 review and 12 followers, and I estimated that they would sell 800 copies. And I think I wildly underestimated them. I wildly overestimated them because I thought that I think I was basing that mostly off of the fact that I really liked the graphics. They have only managed to pick up a few extra reviews. So what this percentage increase here is, this is how many more reviews and or more sales have they gotten since the first day, right? So Backrooms, initially it had no reviews, right? And then it picked up 2, so it picked up 100% increase over the next month. Demon Invasion Endless, they had 1 review, and they picked up 2 more, so they picked up 66% additionally. And in both cases, I significantly overestimated them. They have sold somewhere between 90 and 180, and I was wildly over with both of them. Kill Bill, our next game, is the one that I got the most wrong, and I am rather confused by this one. So, Kill Bill, this is the game where you're walking around shooting blue light at like little floating capsules. Yep, this is the game. It had picked up 7 negative reviews, but now it has 45 positive reviews and 3 negative reviews. So 4 of the people who gave it a negative review either recanted or changed their review. It's picked up way, way, way more of them, and has sold vastly more than I estimated. I estimated they will only sell 150 copies of this because it was all negative reviews, and they have sold somewhere between 1.5 to 3,000 copies. So great job, them. I significantly underestimated the interest in this one. Yeah, I don't know what to say on this one other than I was very, very wrong. So the next one is Korea Dynasty, that had 10 positive and 7 negative reviews. And I estimated that they would get about 3,000 sales. They now have 64 positive and 35 negative reviews. And this is the one I was kind of the closest to on the low end, right? I estimated 3,000. The low end sales figures for 99 total reviews is about 3,000. However, if they're in the middle or upper tier, then I'm under by about half. So, interesting. I don't feel too bad about this estimate, right? I'm relatively close on one of these axes. They are still mixed reviews, so they didn't change the ratio, but they did sell more copies. No one survived. Right, so this is Right, this is the one that sold like a ton more, right? Yes. Okay, so this one had 55 reviews on the day of, and a lot of followers, 2,000 followers. And it's this sort of zombie survival building game. I estimated that they would sell 25,000. They have since picked up quite a few more reviews, and have sold substantially more than I expected, right? I said 25,000, and on the low end, they've sold 43 or 44,000, and on the high end, they've sold like 85,000. So they're doing quite well. And I was very wrong again. I think that this is going to repeat itself. I do not think my estimates are accurate. All right. Rising Front was the biggest game on that day, with 180 total reviews, 149 positive, 31 negative, and about 10,000 followers. I estimated 40,000 sales for that one. They have since not done as well, though I was relatively close on the high end. They did not convert the same way that like No One Survived did. I'm going to check out what Rising Front actually looks like, because I realized I did not change this page here. Right, this was the this was the weird World War I battle simulator. Right. Right. Yeah. Okay. So unlike No One Survived, they only picked up like 74% more. So this is. I think I need to do something with this percentage, because I don't know how much this is actually telling me, but it is telling me something, right? I'm still trying to get a feel for what these numbers mean. They did not increase as much in terms of total sales, right? Like they sold more on their first day than in comparison to their total sales than No One Survived did, which I guess means that they retained less. I don't know. I don't know if this number means anything, but it is kind of interesting. Anyway, I estimated that they would sell 40,000, which means that I was fairly close on the high end, which does mean that I think I probably overestimated their total sales on this one. All right. Our next game is Space Landing. Oh, right. It was a little walking around puzzle game. In a early Game Boy kind of. Yeah. Anyways, it had 1 positive review and only 7 followers. I think I estimated 100 sales for this. It has not changed at all, so I would have expected it to pick up 1 additional review, maybe. and it didn't. So it looks like I may have overestimated the sales on this one. Our next game is What Was. What Was... Can't remember what was. Oop. 3D space style game. Oh, it was this. Right, the one with the weird no roof game. So you were sort of wandering around and there were like particle effects. It's a bit of a weird one. It had no reviews at the time, and I estimated only 10 sales. But they did come back and get 1 negative review. So it is possible that I underestimated the number of sales. I wonder what the 1 negative review says. Way too early in development to be released. There's really nothing here to this game so far. So yeah, it's possible that they sold 30 to 60. My bad. Okay, so as you can see, my estimates are frequently incorrect. So that is a reminder to take my opinions with something of a grain of salt. Okay, if there's anyone out there currently watching, which I think there's a couple of people, can you see this properly? Like, it would probably be easier to have this as split screen rather than switching back and forth. But I wonder if it's easy enough to see. Because we have a lot more games to get through. This works? Okay, well let's try continuing on like this, and if anyone has any concerns or difficulty seeing stuff, let me know. All right, so I'm gonna try and where's my timer here? There we go. We're gonna go back to present day to something called Little Land War SRPG, which has picked up no reviews and is for sale for $16.56, down from $19.49, and was developed by Masakuzi Yanai and published by Ruten no Ohaya, which I don't know what that means exactly. Turn-based fantasy strategy RPG, SRPG. Wait. Hold on. I'm trying to resize the window so it's good. Okay, here we go. I think that's... There we go. With a simple UI, you can play lightly. Various battlefields await you. Plain, mountain, lake, volcano, Labyrinth Castle. Each castle character grows in battle, recruit ancient tribes, and defeat enemy soldiers and monsters. I am confused. Okay, so it's a tactics game of some kind. Maybe? No reviews. The characters are very cute, but I think they might be AI generated. If not, these are unusual designs in the hair and clothing. All right, let's check their charts. One person played this, and game went up on the 22nd of January. Not much time, picked up 12 followers. Yeah, this also kind of looks AI generated. So I think they're using a lot of AI generated art for their promotions and stuff. I do feel weird that it did not get more of a response, right? All right. I'm going to tentatively guess 100. And remind everybody that they are just guesses. All right, moving on to our next one, which is 141.50. All right. Our next one is Love Quest, which, gosh darn it. Okay, I'm going to check this one off screen as well. What's up with my filter this morning? I'm really hoping that this is just a cute little romance game that involves no nudity. Okay, absolutely not what it might suggest based on the name. This has 3 positive reviews, no negative reviews for a total of 3. It is for sale for $4.83, down from $5.69, and is developed by Otis Miller and published by ParaSHOTical Games. We have a cute little top-down JRPG, I think, where you're going on dates. Embark on a quest to find your sweetheart, talk to girls, avoid those pesky trolls, and play video games. Dark comedy with a blend of environmental storytelling, stealth, and 2D platforming. Wow, okay. What happened there? Hold on. Why are you a cat now? Oh no, I think you're a Sonic XP. Okay. Yeah. I guess? Huh. Okay. I'm not. Okay. Okay, this is definitely a comedy game. Buy if you're a gaming geek who spent a lonely Valentine's Day. This game saved my marriage. Someone making a Chris Chan joke in 2023. Good heavens. Okay, so this is a meme game. I don't know how well it's gonna do though. Let's check the charts. 6 people played it yesterday. Went up on December 4th. So someone playing this for a while. 25 followers. What am I gonna guess? 200, I think. Yeah, that's gonna be my guess. Moving on to our next game, which is called Mind the Pipes, which has picked up no reviews and is for sale for $2.59. It is developed by Oliver Orlowski and published by the same. Okay, we have a little puzzle platformer thing. Equipped with highly advanced protective suit, the nameless hero in Mind the Pipes embarks on a dangerous journey to prevent the bankruptcy of his employer. Huh. Interesting motivation. Concentration and quick thinking are essential for survival in this game. Okie dokie. So it seems like it's color based. Though I don't know how the colors associate with the platforms. Can you just switch colors whenever you want? What do the colors mean? I have no idea what the colors mean. Okay, we have one review in Turkish. Instead of reviewing this game, I will briefly describe it to you. What? Okay, so this was received for free. The game can be completed in 20 to 120 minutes. Do they mention that here? No. The player character may only touch pipes that have a different color than their own, otherwise they die instantly. Oh, so you just have to be a different color. Okay. All right. Went up February 1st. Picked up 8 followers, so not a great ratio. Interesting idea, but it is a puzzle platformer on Steam, and it is very short. So I'm going to guess 60 people play this game. Best of luck, Oliver. I look forward to seeing your next game. Moving on to Missing Hiker. I'm just going to load that page. All right, Missing Hiker has picked up 21 positive reviews and 5 negative reviews for a total of 26. It is a free-to-play game developed and published by Gemscape, or Gemscape, maybe? Missing Hiker is a short indie horror game where your brother Ethan went missing while hiking and you need to find him. Okay. That is a cool model. Like I think that they've got a sort of PS1 or early PS2 kind of character models and stuff, but with a pretty good lighting engine and like the grain on top. Yeah, this looks neat. I wonder if we're going to see a monster or if we're just creeping around in the dark. Alright, we go out in the woods. This is kind of cool. Huh. Missing Hiker. Wishlist now. Okay, gotta change that. You gotta say buy now on Steam. They have sold about 1,000 copies of this already. Which is nice. Oh, or they're not selling it. It's a free-to-play game. Very cool. Have you made anything else, Gemscape? No, this is your first game. Very impressive. Great game if you have 20 minutes to kill. Very atmospheric with a couple of all-time jump scares. Huh, nice. Alright, so it looks like it's very short, and I'm impressed. Like this looks like a very impressive little short-form horror game. I'm going to guess 6,000 people play this. That's going to be my guess. But I'm also going to go and check their charts just to see, just to get like the store information and stuff. A bunch of people playing it right now. And this went up the 8th of January. Picked up 26 followers, which is middling. I don't think that they did much in the way of promotion for this, but you can see from the time that they released it, they picked up a bunch of additional followers. Yeah, I think this one's going to do pretty well. Very cool game, Gemscape. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do next. Alright, our next game is Multiplayer Cowboys, which has picked up 4 positive reviews and 1 negative review for a total of 5. It is for sale for 90 cents, down from 129, and developed... Oh, this is Wright again. Cool. Okay. Wright makes little multiplayer games where you play werewolves or you fight werewolves or whatever. In this case, wow, it looks like you're fighting people in ghost outfits? What an interesting choice. The town is being taken over by ghosts. Can you and your posse survive? You can drive a horse-drawn carriage, apparently. You cowboys can dance and wear wizard hats. I think you can wear wizard hats in the last one of their games. A fast-paced RPG survival game. Turn on friendly fire for guns. Kind of funny. Less than $1. It was worth it. Hell no, this game sucks. Looks like nothing was placed thoughtfully, just random stuff everywhere. I mean, it is $1. It is $1, punk guy. All right. Huh. Okie dokie. This one went up on February 2nd. And picked up 19 followers. What am I going to guess for this one? I'm going to guess 400. I think this one's probably going to do better than their last few games. Interesting. All right. Until next time, Wright. Moving on. Our next game is Nixxsz Castle, which has picked up 2 positive reviews, no negative reviews, for a total of 2. It is a free-to-play game developed and published by Matthias Fittipaldi Cardoso. Nixxsz Castle is a classic 2D platformer inspired by the gold standard of action games from previous generations. Nixxsz Castle brings a new adventure with modern gameplay. Okay. Persist until the end. Uncover the mystery. Simple pixel art, but it's effective. We have a little sort of ghost boy. So this is a precision platformer where you're also like picking up keys and stuff. Okay. Let's see the reviews. I don't recognize that language. It's Portuguese. This game is fun and difficult, dying several times to get through. Scenarios do not forgive, created by people who like to play. I recommend trying it out. I think these might be friends of the developer. I found the game very fun. The look reminds me of a lot of Castlevania, and the character is very cute. Love the tips and the Easter eggs. Huh. Okay. 2 reviews. Went up on February 1st. Okay. Well, picked up 15 followers. It's probably already sold about 60. Nowhere close to 10 reviews, so Steam is not going to push it. But it is free. I think this one could sort of blow up. It is a platformer, and those are hard sell, but precision platformers are much easier than puzzle platformers. I'm going to guess 600 for this one, and I'm hedging my best. It could go either way, right? Interesting looking game, Matthias, or Matthias. And have you done anything else? No. First game. Fantastic job for first game. Look forward to seeing what you do next. Moving on to our next game. Called Outzone. Outzone has 6 positive reviews, 0 negative reviews, for a total of 6. It is for sale for $10.49. And it is published by Bitway Games and Toaplan, and published by Bitwave Games. Blast through alien hordes is the finest cyborg mercenary in existence. To emerge victorious, you'll need to manage time and resources skillfully. Toaplan's run and gun smash hit finally arrives on the PC, reloaded with new features and quality of life extras. Okay, this is definitely a phone port, I think. Looks pretty cool, though. Yeah, cool little pixel art. Very retro, reminds me of some of the games on like the Saturn. Wishlist today. Again, gotta re-upload your trailer. This is why we have a launch trailer, a specific launch trailer. It's so that we can change the call to action. Great but not perfect. It has quality of life stuff you can expect from a normal emulator. Works well on Steam Deck. Oh, okay. Maybe this is... Maybe I'm wrong and this is not a phone game. Toaplan's Outzone. Let's just Google this real quick. Oh yeah, no, I'm totally wrong. It's weird that this is the screen format though. So this is a port of platform arcade. So this is a port of an arcade shooter. Huh. From 1990. Neat. Okay. Well, let's check their charts. 2 people are playing it now. 13 peak. 250 followers. Okay. And this went up on August 2022. August 19th, 2022. Huh. Okay. What am I going to estimate for the sales for this one? 1.4 followers per day. 250. 6. I'm going to guess 800? Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. I'm glad to see an older game being preserved. Moving on to our next game, which is called Painting Werther. I definitely read that initially as Painting Weather, which is probably a different game. It has picked up 7 positive reviews and no negative reviews for a total of 7. It is for sale for $15.29, down from $16.99, and developed and published by Mad Cream Games. Painting Werther is a paintable visual novel where all visuals are living paintings, all the music are classics with a twist, and the novel was written by Goethe. I'm definitely mispronouncing that, in 1774. What? The review is from Napoleon Bonaparte. What? I mean, it looks cool, but what an odd idea. Interesting adapted story, beautiful and animated art, and great music for fans of interactive novels and/or fans of the romantic area. While some parts could be more polished, it faithfully and greatly adapts the epistolary novel that influenced the Romantic movement into game form, with nice remixed music from the era, and classical paintings come to life at the click of your mouse. Huh. Interesting choices all around. Mad Cream Games. Do you make other games? What other games have you made? Okay, you made a short form sort of what looks like an autobiographical game. Okay, when did this go up? It's an old Steam ID, so I'm guessing a while ago. A couple of people played this on Twitch to a very small audience. November 27th, 2020. So this has been in production for a while. Picked up 135 followers in that time, which is not great. Bummer. Okay. They had fairly sizable periods where they had no movement. That's a good bump. It looks like they did a couple of festivals in 2020, middle of 2020. But then, no, 2021. So they did a couple of things in 2021, but then did nothing for almost all of 2022. Wonder what was going on. I think this is a tricky game to sell. It's an interesting game, certainly, but yeah. Okay. I have no idea on this one. As it stands, they're already over their follower count with 7, which is like 200 reviews or something. So what am I going to guess? I'm going to guess 1,000 for this one. It's so strange. It's very interesting though. Like I might check this one out myself. Because I like weird games like this. All right, moving on to ParaSHOTical ARKtiviBeatings. I'm gonna try that one again. ParaSHOTical ARKtiviBeatings. I got it almost correct the first time. It's just a very, very odd word, or 2 words. Okay, this has picked up 4 positive reviews, 0 negative reviews, for a total of 4. It is for sale for $5.71, down from $6.49. Developed and published by Code Avarice. Celebrate 10 years of paraNautical activity with all of Code Avarice's FPS innovations packed into a single wacky package. Navigate through procedural levels and collect iconic paraNautical activity items to power yourself up as you murder your friends in an ArkShot-like PvP multiplayer frenzy. Okay, so I think the bananas name is that it is parts of the names of all of their other games. That's going to be my guess. No. Nope. No. Maybe? They only have 2 other games. I am so confused. So they had 21 and 48. Huh. Okay. Well, it certainly looks like an FPS. Sounds like an FPS. Okay. Old school fragging fun. I love the procedural level generation. Love the high speed old school shooter. Maps are always changing. Okay. That is such a strange name. Okay, went up on January 19th. Picked up only 6 followers, so they are wildly over in terms of their reviews. Like, 6 followers does not usually turn into 4 reviews that easily. The previous games got to about 800 or so, so I think I'm going to give them 700 on this one. So that might be too high. I don't know. Interesting choice, Code Avarice. That is a name on that game. All right, moving on to our next game, which is called Police Car Armored Cop Simulator. Is this one of our people that we know? Yeah, this is Inspector Studios. I recognize the naming convention. They have 1 positive review and no negative reviews for a total of 1. It is for sale for $1.09, down from $1.29, and it is published by our friends over at Inspector Studios. If you like police games, this police car driving simulator is for you. You've got a giant Hummer, I think, or military Jeep. You get money for drifting for some reason. There's no indication that you arrest people or do other cop-like things. I think you just drive around. One of their very, very long descriptions. I'm reasonably convinced that this is ChatGPT because it's very, very repetitive. This got pinged by my antivirus 10 out of 10. Only played for 15 minutes. All right, went up on the 31st of January. 2 followers. I don't think this one's going to do as well as their usual ones. I'm only going to guess 60 for this. Godspeed, Inspector Studios. On we go. To Polyrhythm Master, which is picked up. No reviews. Is for sale for $3.30, down from $3.89, and is developed and published by Ikki Unite. A music game in which you play visually represented complex polyrhythms with surprisingly simple controls. Neither the difficulty nor the ease of existing music games exists here. I'm gonna turn on the music for a second, so we can all listen to this. Okay, kind of interesting. Very abstract, but I kind of get what they're going for. 6 stages, 6 original songs, so it's very small. However, from around stage 2, it becomes difficult to clear a stage in one go. All right. Kiki, have you made anything else? You made a classical music Minesweeper game. Okay, so that seems like they make musical games. 1 person played this. It is currently playing this. Game went up on the 28th of January. So this is a tricky one. I don't know how I would go about advertising a game like this. Because it's just a black screen with white dots. It's tricky. It sounds very cool, though. As it stands, I think I'm going to guess 30 for this one. Yeah. Interesting game, Kiki. Look forward to seeing what you do next. Moving on to our next game. Called Pool Ball Rhythm. Nope. We're going to try this again. This one got away from me. Pool Ball Battle Royale. Control your own pool ball and try to knock your opponents into the holes in this action-packed game. Outmaneuver and defeat your opponents with strategy and quick reflexes to emerge victorious. Curiously, we do have the only trailer is on the right side. That's unusual. They're usually over on the left. And we have like a live streamer down in the corner. I wonder if this is a live streamer that they got to play the game, or if this is the developer. Hard to say. Weird choice for a trailer. Okay. It is an early access game. Very, very short store very short store description. Having trouble speaking. Sorry, everybody. Okay, they only had one player, and the game went up on the 19th of January. 4 followers. What am I going to guess for this one? I'm going to guess 100, I think, for this one. Unfortunately, this is a multiplayer game, and again, if you can't sustain a population on a multiplayer game, nobody can play the game, and so it spirals. You have to hit a multiplayer game's release really hard and maintain a player base. Otherwise, no one can play it. Moving on to our next game, which is called Practisim Designer, which has no reviews, is a free-to-play game developed by Ancient Sky Games. Practisim Designer is a sandbox for budding or expert stage designers. That is actually correct. Okay, budding or expert stage designers to craft innovative stage designs for the practical shooting sports like USPS, IPSC, Steel Challenge, IDPA, and others. Design stages, play them, and export the written stage briefings to PDF. Wow. Okay, so this is clearly made, I think, by an expert, or at least a serious enthusiast for this actual sport, I think. Is this Bibi shooting, or is this real shooting? I have no idea. Crow is here. Let's see what Crow says. Is like Crow listening to new German death metal band Rotting Demise. What an interesting analogy, Crow. Crow knows nothing about death metal, but I do like the squealings of the songs. It sounds like Mankind is the lead vocals. Play money on Android this weekend. I have no idea what she's saying. Okay. Well. I think this game has been in development for a while. 6 people are playing it, which is a little surprising. Crow's being really useful as usual, caw. Yes, I agree. Always handy to have Crow. They're extremely descriptive and always gives me a solid understanding of what the game is and does not ramble on about whatever they're thinking about. All right. July 24th, 2021. Picked up 110 followers, but no reviews. I admit to complete ignorance about everything this game is trying to do. The fact that it can export to PDF makes me think this might just be a tool that someone built who does this thing. Yeah, so I have absolutely no idea. What am I going to guess? 200? I'm going to guess they're going to get their followers and more. It's niche enough that anyone who is interested in whatever this is probably going to pick this up, right? So it could easily sell more or have more downloads because it's a free-to-play game, but it's odd. I think the fact that it has no reviews is not necessarily indicative of its quality, but of the fact that it is kind of not really a game. It's more of a tool, I think. All right. Who was it who was making this? Ancient Sky. Godspeed. Clearly, you know way more about what you're doing than I do. So, best of luck. And I'm going to move on to Red Tape, which has 11 positive reviews, no negative reviews, for a total of 11. It's for sale for $7.01, down from $7.79. Developed by Polaris Studios and published by Dread XP. Explore 9 levels of corporate hell as you work to clear your name with the devil and restore balance between heaven and hell. Okay, we got a cool little sort of Monty Python cutout style going on here. Okay, the style here is very cool. I'm digging it. Yeah, this is very kind of clever. Huh. Okay, so I'm guessing, yeah, this is definitely like a corporate bureaucracy kind of game, but okay, yeah, I find this personally pretty charming. I can understand why other people might be a little turned off by it though. You play as an angel trapped in hell due to a paperwork mishap. You have to explore the 9 circles of hell, fight through hellish bureaucracy, and cut all the red tape to get an audience with the devil himself. I really like their style. Yeah, I do too. Just okay. Full agreement there from me. It's a walking simulator hybrid with very creative and comical writing. Not bad, honestly. Only like an hour and 30 minutes long. Mostly just as a faster. It's definitely a walking simulator. Huh. All right. I think this is cool. Very interesting game you've made here, Polaris Studios. Let's check your charts. They got streamed on Twitch yesterday. That's very nice. They got 139 followers. And their store page went up when? November 3rd last year. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. And they have a over 1 follower per day. So, what are we guessing here? They've probably already sold 300 copies. They have 100 followers. I'm going to put 1,000 down, I think, for this one. I wouldn't be surprised to come back and see 2,000, but I also wouldn't necessarily be surprised to come back and... No, I think I'm pretty solid on 1,000, but I wouldn't be surprised to come back and see more, like 2,000. Interesting game, Polaris Studios. Moving on to our next game, which is called Resistance Forces. Save the areas seized by creatures, complete all tasks, and take over the area. Investigate the area and report the results. So this game has got no reviews. It is for sale for $6.29, down from $10.49, and is developed and published by Purg Valley. Huh. Okay, what are we looking at here? We have a flashlight. Oh, yeah, that's a thingy, whatever that is. You can shoot it. And then they fall over. All right. It's in early access. There are 3 groups with different characters. Choose the suitable one for you. Be careful in mined areas. Scan for mines and annihilate them. Okie dokie. Let's check their charts. Went up on January 27th. And they have 5 followers. So I think this one is maybe struggling to find a unique identity for itself in like the sort of spooky FPS genre. Is it multiplayer only? No, this is only single player. Curious. Okay. Huh. I was expecting a multiplayer only one. But no, it's only single player. What am I going to guess for this? 50. That's going to be my guess. Best of luck, Perk Valley. Moving on. To See You Later, which has 17 positive reviews. So, See You Later has 17 positive reviews. It is for sale for $2.07, down from $2.59. And is developed by, unfortunately, a studio that I don't know, and Garikawa Marshmallow, and published by the same. There are so many things I want to do with the rest of my life, like dreaming with you, laze around with you, look at the moon, eat rice with you, go on the biggest wedding trip to Antarctica. What? Okay. And most importantly, say goodbye to you. Okay, so I think this is a very sad visual novel, is what I'm getting. This is a visual novel about the sweet memories and slightly regrettable love between Yu Huanjin and Gui Yan. It is described with delicate writing, embellished with moving songs, and embellished... Okay, we got embellished in the same sentence twice. Although there are no options, it tells a story that touches the heart. So this is a kinetic novel, not a visual novel. Okay. The art is nice. It's in Chinese and English. Though all of the images are in Chinese. Okay. No reviews that match my filter. But yes, okay, so all of the reviews are in Chinese. See what people are saying. It is a simple story, but it was very touching to me because death does always take away people around you abruptly. Yes, so this seems like it's a very sad visual novel. It also seems fairly short, as all of the reviews are between like half an hour and 2 hours. Huh. Okie dokie. 2 people are playing it now with Tenant Peak. They picked up 59 followers from January 27th. Huh, another January 27th game. It's always funny when you get games that came out, like, put up their store pages on the same day. 3.47. What am I going to guess? They have almost 600 already. I'm going to guess 1,500 for this one. It is only $2. Interesting looking game. Probably too sad for me. I would almost certainly cry a whole bunch. Moving on to our next game, which is called Ski 3. Or Sky 3. Not sure. It has picked up 2 positive reviews, no negative reviews, for a total of 2. It is for sale for $3.89, and it is developed and published by Titans. Experience the frigid and relaxing atmosphere of Ski 3 in this 3D rendition of a 90s classic. Ski down the unending Alps and collect points by skiing over flags. But beware, you are not alone on the mountains. Wait, is this the game where like Santa Claus comes and kills you? I remember from back in the day, there was a little skiing game that looked a lot like this, and then like, oh, it wasn't a Santa Claus, I think it was a Yeti. Yes, there's a Yeti! Haha! I was correct. The little skier is, I think, just a box. Like, this is a very simple little game. Let's see what the reviews say. Modern take on the classic Ski Free. Right, okay. Bring back the nostalgia gameplay with very good graphics. 2 very positive reviews. What a funny... I definitely like have memories of playing this game like in my cousin's house on their computer. Only one person played it yesterday, and it went up when? November 7th. How many followers did you get? 7. So I don't think that they marketed this game at all, which is a pity, because I do think that this game could have... I mean, it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky to market this one, because it is It's very unusual for a modern game to look like this, where you have such a tiny little player. Also, the capsule, while striking, is completely unindicative of what it is. It has the Yeti there, but I think if I were looking at this and I saw this, I'd have no idea. So yeah, I don't think they marketed this at all. I mean, it probably would not have sold a bajillion copies anyways, but as it stands, what am I gonna guess? $600 maybe? Yeah, that's about what I'm gonna guess. All right. Moving on to Spy Bros, Pip and Bibi's DX, which has 7 positive reviews, no negative reviews, and is for sale for $7.19, down from $8.99. Developed by RAR Lab Games, Tatsujin Co. Limited, and Toaplan, and published by RAR Labs. Those wacky gangsters are up to no good. Dodge them, plant the bombs, and free the building before it blows up. Huh. I'm guessing this is a port? Maybe, or a re-release? Old school difficulty. Plant the bombs. You're bombing a building? Bananas. Okay. Spy Bros is a single-screen action platformer game reminiscent of Snow Bros and others of that time, where the players take the role of Pipi and Bibi, 2 spies entering and bombing a series of 6 buildings protected by guards, scientists, divers, mob bosses, humanoid cats, and other wacky individuals. Ha. So this very awesome remake. Okay, so this is a remake. Okay, I thought so. I have never heard of this. Bananas. You would think that, like, oh yeah, the game where you like played spies bombing buildings, like people would remember it, but apparently not. All right, let's check their Steam charts. Couple of people played it. August 5th. Okay. Gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna guess. I think I'm probably gonna guess again 600 for this one. I always feel weird when people do remasters or remakes and then kind of don't really promote them very much, right? Almost all of October and November, they had like nothing going on, and then they started doing a bit more promotion later. But yeah, I'm guessing 600 or so. All right, moving on to 10 Dates, which has 62 positive reviews and 4 negative reviews, for a total of 66. 10 Dates is the sequel to the interactive rom-com 5 Dates. All right, well, that makes sense. Though I think if they double every time, this is going to probably get a little weird in a couple of more sequels. Sorry. 10 Dates is a sequel to the interactive rom-com 5 Dates. Misha is a millennial from London in search of that elusive in-person connection. Tricks her best friend Ryan into going to a speed dating event with her. Okay. So this is like a FMV game, but I wonder if you have control or if it's just an FMV. Okay, you do have a control. And it seems to be mostly these little speed dates. I admit the only speed dating game that I have actually played is the one where you date pugs. And I mostly played that one for the lulz. At least somewhere I got a girlfriend. Not a big fan of this kind of game, but the experience is decent. Played for 3 hours. Solid 8 out of 10. Still FMV, in which you make choices that will decide if the dates are well or not. Okay, so this is a choice-based game, and an FMV one. Interesting. Okay, let's check their charts. $102 players right now, so a lot of people are playing this one. Fairly nice. Very slow trail up there. Okay, July 8th, 2022. That's not where I want to put that. I want to put that there. There we go. Picked up a bunch of followers. So I guess their previous game did pretty well. I'm going to check how 5 Gates, 5 Gates, that would be a different game. 5 Dates went. Wales Interactive. Ah, they've made a bunch of games. I've definitely seen Late Shift before. Here we go, 5 Dates. 5 Dates did very, very well. 1,686 total reviews, which is very nice. What am I going to guess? So that's like, what? 50,000 sales? I wonder if they're going to get there. Okay, I'm going to double check the charts on this one because I want to see what their follower count on the 5 Dates looked like on release day. Because they've still got 50 people playing this one. Probably. Okay, they had less. And they did pretty well after release. Huh. Well now. They do have a really high follower per day ratio. Huh. I'm going to guess... Yeah, I'm going to guess they do pretty much the same. They're doing pretty well. So I'm going to guess 50,000 for this one. Nice job, Wales Interactive. You clearly know what you're doing. Moving on to our next game, which is The City Superhero Flying Experience, which has picked up no reviews and is for sale for $6.49. Developed and published by Magnetism Dialectic, or Dialectric. Immersive Superhero Flight Simulator. Huh. Okay. So you're a superhero flying around through a city. I mean, it's a nice looking city. The lighting engine looks fine. And you're definitely like a superhero flying around. Huh. I'm guessing there's nothing else to this game though. It's just flying. Fly and explore the crowded city in the superhero the flying experience. Yep. Yep. So it's just this. I mean, that's a cool mechanic, but it's just one mechanic. All right, January 31st. And they picked up 11 followers. I mean, it looks nice, but there's nothing else to it. What am I going to guess? I think 100 people will check that out. It's kind of expensive for what it is, but it does look nice. Best of luck, Magnetism Directive. It's not Magnetism Directive. It's Magnetism Dialectric. All right. Our next game is me typing this in wrong. Okay, there we go. Our next game is called Orc Invasion. It has picked up no reviews. It is for sale for $4.99, and it is made by Amit Tunk Kakar, and I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong because I do not know how to pronounce those accents. Game is a narrative-driven 2.5D platformer shooter. It's based on collecting gold and resources from Battlefield, learning new recipes, crafting everything necessary for yourself, your army, and your mobile castle, from basic to advanced. Okay, what is the... I'm guessing we're... Okay, we're stationary. I think our castle moves. This is the mobile castle. Okay, bananas. All right. All right. I'm kind of getting where this is going. What a funny idea. Okay. I mean, like, genuinely, this is kind of a neat idea, right? It's one of those tower defense games where you're spawning characters rather than spawning towers. But you can also throw like physics axes, and you're like this big buff orc guy in a mobile castle. Like, it's bananas. Okay, it's in early access. Has a very short store page description. The capsule looks a lot more cartoony than it actually is. I think it would probably benefit from like a more sort of cinematic looking capsule there. Let's check their charts. Only one person played this, and looks like they only picked up 2 followers. Right. Went up 1st of February. So, what am I going to guess for this one? I'm going to guess 60. That's going to be my guess for that one. Best of luck, Emmett. Moving on to our next game, which is called, rather ominously, The Pyramid of Bones. It has 3 positive reviews, 0 negative reviews, and is a free-to-play game, developed and published by Pretty Potato Games. Pyramid of Bones will have you... Okay, in the Pyramid of Bones, you will have to kill as many mummies as you can. When feeling overwhelmed, you must always extract through a door to keep your score. Become the greatest mummy slayer of them all! Exclamation mark. Okay, there is online co-op, and yeah, you're like these little pixel art people, and you're killing mummies. And okay, all right. Is there anything else to this, or is it just this? That one looks like a boss, I guess. Okay, there's different kinds of mummies. You can throw grenades. All right, bananas. Big ad for their other game. Okay, so this might be like sort of an advertising game. Amazing. Fun co-op shooter. How do we get more updates? Fun game to waste time in. Only played for 5 minutes. Fun game recommended to play in co-op. Smiley face. Played for 3 hours. Okay. Not many players. And went up on the 26th of January. Okay, 4 followers. 3 total reviews is quite high for a game with only 4 followers. It is free though. I'm gonna guess 120, and move on. Best of luck, Pretty Potato Games, with your premium game that you're coming out with. All right, our next game is, whoopsie daisy, TitTok Kitty, which has 11 positive reviews, no negative reviews, and is on sale for 77 cents, down from 129. Developed and published by Siberian Mouse. Cute puzzle game with cats. 50 unique puzzles. Okay, so this is a cat puzzle game. Cute anime girl appears to be entirely disconnected from the actual game, and only exists for the capsule. Huh. And promotional images. I'm a big fan of the TikTok franchise, and the pet themes, and mainly cats. Huh. Okay, so this is a series. Okay. But like, it's a series of games in different genres? This is a bit weird. It seems like the TikTok series has historically been, at least, a puzzle platforming series, which has done pretty decently for puzzle platformers. But now it's a puzzle game. I'm very confused. What's going on here? Wow, look at that jump and then the plateau. I wonder what happened. I mean, they picked up a decent number of followers. Store page went up October 14th, 2022. I wonder if this was initially advertised as like a continuation of the platforming series and then got turned into a puzzle game. Because that would kind of explain this like extremely sharp drop off if it changed genres. Huh. Very, very strange. Really don't know what to think about this one. Right? Because this is such a strange chart. Okay. Gosh. What am I going to guess? What did their last puzzle game do? That's what I'll base this off of. Because they did do another puzzle game. Oh, wait, hold on. TikTok Girls was another puzzle game, and it did okay. Okay, but that was hentai. This is just cats. I'm gonna guess 60 and accept that I will be wrong. All right, moving on. Our next game is called Tony Slopes and has one positive and one negative review. Immerse yourself in a world of absolute chaos in this hilarious, outlandish racing adventure. Choose your racer, grab some headgear, and select a vehicle. Anything from a bathtub to a humpback whale. Race through beautiful environments in solo and multiplayer. Battle hard for that #1 slot. Huh. This game is for sale for $22.79. It is developed and published by Seed Tech Studios Limited. Wild, wacky fun. Yep, you can definitely race on a cello and a whale. Huh. Early access. Great game. Do not let the first few rounds put you off. Think of a good TV show or movie where it took a few episodes to get into it. Trash. I've had more fun rubbing chili in my eyes than standing on plugs in the dark. SPL1FF78. I think you should probably not rub chilies in your eyes. That doesn't sound great. Also, you did play this for 1.5 hours and then went back and played 4 more hours. So, I mean, you do you, but that seems like a weird choice for me. It's okay to play with something. Looks like it still needs more tweaking. The controls feel kind of crappy. Huh. So this might be a little bit too early to the early access pie, though this is an extremely, extremely old Steam account. So, right. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have to dig to see how long this game has been in development. Let's dig. Wow, they've been under development for some time. Wow, they're changing a lot. I was not expecting to see this many changes in this game. Okay, so March 28th, 2018. So yeah, extraordinarily long development on this one for the kind of game that it is. 291 followers. Very, very low followers per day. Gosh, what am I going to guess for this one? They probably sold 60. I think they're going to probably get their wish list and followers. I'm going to guess 500 for this one. Best of luck, Seed Tech. I'm impressed that you have been creating this game for so long and that you did get it to come out. So congratulations for that one. moving on to our next game, which is called Truxton. Truxton has picked up 9 positive and 1 negative review. And let's get going over here. It is for sale for $10.49, developed by Bitwave Games and Toaplan, and published by Bitwave Games. So this is another Bitwave Games, or another Toaplan game today. So this is another arcade port. Head into the mighty super fighter and disintegrate your foes in all directions with various upgradable weapons. Toaplan's no-frills vertical shooter Truxton speeds onto PC with new features and quality of life updates. Huh. Okie dokie. A true dad shmup goat. One of, if not the best, Toaplan titles now on Steam. Huh. Everybody's very enthusiastic about this one. So I think if you're a fan of these kind of games, this one's going to do pretty well. We have another one of their games coming up next, so they seem to be putting out a lot of their ports today. 221 followers. October 28th last year. Ooh, what am I going to guess for this one? They probably already got 300. I'm going to guess 1,500 for this one. Simply due to the enthusiasm of the reviews. It seems like people really like this one. Our next one is called Twin Cobra and has picked up only 6 reviews, but all of them are positive. It is also a Toaplan port. Also on sale for $10.49 and made by the same people. It's also a top-down shooter, though in this one it looks like you are a helicopter. Best known Toaplan title in the West, now on Steam. This game slaps. Lots of people very enthusiastic about all these Toaplan arcade ports. I am very happy that they're having a good time. 4 people are currently playing it. And this one also went up on the 27th of October. Picked up 167 followers. I'm going to guess slightly less for this one. I'm going to guess 1,000. And we're going to move on to our next game. To anyone who has been watching this whole time, I'm in awe. Thank you for sticking around for almost 3 hours now. We're nearly done. Our next game is called an everyday dramedy. It's called Under Maintenance. It has picked up 3 positive reviews, and I started reading the description in error. I'm getting a little tired. It is a free-to-play game developed and published by Hearty Soup Studios. Thanks, Josuke. All right, an everyday dramedy otome game that asks the tough question: when a game about love goes down for maintenance, can the game of love begin? Good question. Okay, we have a bunch of cute boys. Oh, it looks like you can customize your own character. I always appreciate that in visual novels where they do have a character creator. There's a cute cat. Okay, so we got 4 cute boys. All right, cool. Let's see what the reviews say. Nameable protagonist with configurable skin and hair tones. That's nice. I played this game before it went on Steam, and I love this game. It's so cute and every red is different. I never thought I would like Mark so much. Very cute, and had a ton of fun streaming this game on Twitch yesterday for Valentine's. Yeah, good day to release this one. Actually, to be honest, I would probably have released it 1 day earlier and then like covered it in hearts. But still not a bad choice. They picked up 28 followers. And put the game up on the 26th of January. 1.56. It is a free-to-play game. It already has 3 reviews. What am I going to guess? Maybe, yeah, I'll say 400 for this one. Best of luck, Hearty Soup Studio. I look forward to seeing what you do next. All right. Our next game is, I think, our most popular game so far today, which is called Wanted Dead. It has picked up 99 positive reviews and 103 negative reviews, for a total of 202. It is for sale for $77.99. By far our most expensive game for today, as well. Published by Soleil Limited and or developed by Soleil Limited and published by 110 Industries SA. Wanted Dead is a new hybrid slasher shooter from the makers of Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive. Excuse me. The game follows a week in life. Sorry, having trouble parsing this one. The game follows a week in life. Okay, they're missing a "the" there. That would make more sense. The game follows a week in the life of the Zombie Unit, an elite Hong Kong police squad on a mission to uncover a major corporate conspiracy. Okay. Let's go back and look at the trailer again. I like the police car drifting. Nice. Okay. We've got girl with sword with glowy armor. All right. Bunch of Hong Kong police, people A-posing to assert dominance. It's a nice character model from the makers of... I'm gonna get where... Okay, so we are playing this cool redhead lady with her guns and her sword. Very Ghost in the Shell there. Nudity. Okay, so what's gone wrong here? Magnificently mediocre. Those two words explain it best. If you follow the game pre-release, you saw so much effort in the design, music, aesthetic, everything. The game seemed to be birthing with personality, and it seems like it was going to be fun. Sadly, it falls short. It's not worth $60. Would def buy again and actually keep for cheaper. Negatives, the voice acting is more to be desired. Combat with the AIs are more to be desired. I don't know what that means. Okay. If this was an indie title at half the price, it would be fine, but this level of jank at full price is inexcusable. The crane minigame is fun. Not $60 fun, though. Strange sense of betrayals. So it looks like the hype for this game was really high, and it has come out to be somewhat disappointing. It does look very stylish in these trailers. Gameplay lacks a bit of the depth that I'd want from a game like this. I love the setting and the aesthetics, but it just isn't worth the price of an AA title. I'll probably get it on sale for $10 to $15. I think it's going to be tough out there for AAA games in the future because, like, the financial crunch and inflation has been hitting everybody pretty hard, and charging $77.99 for a game is a lot of money. Like, it's a lot of money. People are going to be much more discerning about their choices in the future, especially when it's that much cash. So I guess the surprising thing isn't the question of why did this do so well and why is it so many reviews. It's more of why isn't this selling better. Only 138 players currently from 8,000 followers. Very, very low conversion rate. Looks kind of rushed. It might be rushed, or it could be a case of like marketing the game it wasn't. Yeah, hard to say. Went up on the 7th of July, 2022. Still, a lot of followers per day. I mean, they're still going to sell a lot of copies of this. Right, they've got 200. Probably sold about 6,000 already. I don't know. That mixed review score is really going to sting them. Maybe it goes back up. I don't know. I'm going to guess 65,000 for this one, which I think is a lot lower than Soleil Limited is looking for. Okay, moving on to our next game, which is called World Annihilation Operations, Parts 1 through 4, which has picked up 1 positive, 2 negative reviews for a total of 3. It is a free-to-play game developed and published by Jesse Iden, which may be our first... No, not our first, because we had Kiki up there. I was going to say first solo developer, but no. Explore this set of 4 distinct short experimental games and experience impossible worlds filled with audio-visual and narrative contradictions. Alright, we definitely just clicked through the floor there. So we're drifting around as a camera. Okay. I mean, there are definitely audio-visual contradictions going on here. But what is the game? I think these are probably not really games. They're more just sort of experimental experiences. They do look trippy, though. Unique experiences around 12 to 20 minutes each. Okay. YouTube Poop the video game. Full playthrough here. I actually thought this was pretty dope, with the visuals are pretty great, interesting, and bacon is delicious. Okay, it says there's puzzles in here. I don't know if this review is real, though. It says it's trying to guilt you into being vegan? No, I think this review might be nonsense. Store page went up on the 20th of January. I mean, if this game is trying to guilt you into veganism and that's why it's free, that is kind of hilarious. It is free. It's probably gotten about 120 downloads so far. I'm going to guess 400 downloads. It does look very trippy. All right. Our second to last game. Here's the question. Am I going to get this done in under 3 hours? I don't think I am. All right. Our next game is Zero Wing, which has picked up 8 positive, 1 negative reviews for a total of 9. Defend... I'm not going to start reading that quite yet. We have other things to do here. It is for sale for $10.49, developed by Bitway Games and Toaplan. All right, so this is our last Toaplan game for today, which is, this time, it is a side-scrolling shooter. Defend the galaxy from vicious space pirates, seize your foes and fire them back at their enemies, their allies, for devastating destruction. Nice. Legendary horizontal arcade tuner and source of the popular meme, all your base belong to us. It's the all your base game. Right, yes, that was Zero Wing. Okay. Doesn't even have the intro cutscene that it mentions being remembered for in the store page. No, blasphemy. How could you avoid that? Great classic game. A lot of people are liking it. Extremely disappointed that they don't have the all your base belong to us trailer, or all your base belong to us cutscene. That seems terrible. Why would you do that? Less people are playing it than I expected, but picked up 257 followers. I mean, cutting it is probably is not as bad as like massively overhyping it, right? You would not want a game that like continuously referenced that. But it is a disappointment, right? Just leave it in place. Just leave it in place how it was. That's too bad. All right, August 18th. What am I going to guess? They probably already sold about 300. Yeah, I'm going to guess 100. 1,600 for this one. I wonder if Toaplan has more games in their box that they're going to be coming out with. We will see. All right, our last game for today is called Zombie Apocalypse: The Last Fortress. It has picked up 0 reviews and is for sale for 77 cents, down from 129. Defend your base against hordes of zombies while using a variety of weapons, vehicles, explosive soldiers, and turrets in this survival tower defense game. Will you be able to create your own strategy and survive for 30 days? Okay, so this is a tower defense game where you actually can play as a little person, I think? Are you controlling them? I don't know. Huh. Okay, yeah, no, you're definitely controlling this little dude, I think. Okie dokie. No user reviews. Some interesting looking GIFs. I'm surprised at the lack of response to this one. Let's see. Only one person played it at peak. And went up the 18th of January. And then just absolutely nothing. Okay. Not a particularly bombastic or powerful capsule, but it's not bad. I am kind of surprised at how little response this one's got. Went up the 18th of January. So, I think this is one that just got no publicity, I think. That would be my guess. Oh, I didn't mention who it was made by. It was made by Guilherme Palacios Fragma Uema. I definitely mispronounced at least all of those. It's only $1. Even so, if there's no promotion at all, I'm going to guess at most maybe 80 people play this one. All right. Best of luck to you, Guilherme, and or William. I think it's probably William. All right, and that's it for the games today. And I just get in under 3 hours. Okay, that was a lot of games. Thank you for sticking around, Yosuke. That's very cool of you. All of the tags are kind of what you would expect. Single player, casual, action, 2D, adventure, and indie are our top tags for today. 30% of the games got very few or no sales. And as we saw on our look at the games for from a month ago, my guesses are mostly inaccurate. We'll see if I improve. Thank you all for coming. I'm going to bid you adieu and get a drink. Thank you for sticking around, Jessica. Have a good one.